constant pressure process or isobaric process. During this constant pressure process, pressure remains constant and a gas is heated and its temperature and volume increases. There is change in volume, so the heat supplied to the gas is utilized to increase the internal energy of the gas and for doing some external work. It is governed by Charles' law. Now let us consider mkg of certain gas being heated at constant pressure from initial state 1 to final state 2. T1 even T1 is equal to pressure, volume and temperature at initial state 1. P2, V2 and T2 is the pressure, volume and temperature at the final state 2. The constant pressure process is drawn on PV and PT plots. On both the plots, the constant pressure process is horizontal because pressure is taken along y-axis at point 1 P and point 2 P2, P1 equal to P2. At point 1 V1 is the volume, at point 2 V2 is the volume. So T1 is the temperature at point 1, T2 is the temperature at point 2. Now we are going to derive the PV relationship. Taken this equation that T1 equal to P2, we will get V1 by T1 equal to V2 by T2 or V by T equal to constant. This process is called by Charles' law. Work done by the gas, and this general term is taken in integral between state 1 and 2. Here on integrating this term, we will get W1 to equal to P into V2 minus V1. P is constant. So only dV is integrated between 1 and 2, we will get this term. So here, from this general gas equation, it can be replaced by this term. It can be completely replaced by mR into T2 minus T1. Change in internal energy is same for all the processes. So we will get U2 minus U1 equal to mCV into T2 minus T1. Now we are going to derive the equation for heat supplied or heat transfer. Taken this general term, derive this term between 1 and 2, we will get Q1 to 2. Q1 to 2 is the heat transfer or heat supply to the gas during the process 1 to 2. It is a path function, so it is Q1 to 2. It is equal to U2 minus U1 plus W1 to 2. U2 minus U1 is this CV in mCV into T2 minus T1. Then W1 to 2 is equal to mR into T2 minus T1. Next we can write the CV plus R outside. Here Cp minus Cv equal to R, so we can replace the Cv plus R with Cp. Finally, we will get mCp into T2 minus T1 for heat transfer during the constant pressure process. So the equation 2 shows the heat supplied to the gas during a constant pressure process is utilized in increasing the internal energy of the gas and for doing some external work. Next is change in enthalpy. The change in enthalpy is a point function, so it is dH H2 minus H1 equal to mCp into T2 minus T1. It is same for all the processes. So for a constant pressure process, the change in enthalpy is equal to heat transfer. So now if the gas is cooled at constant pressure, we will have compression. Now if the gas is heated, it will be an expansion process. If the gas is cooled, it will be a compression process. During this cooling and compression process, the temperature volume decreases and work is to be done on the gas. Work done on the gas equal to W1 into P into V1 minus V2. Instead of P2 minus V1, we will get P1 minus V2. So it is done as mR into T1 minus T2. Decrease in internal energy is equal to U1 minus U2 equal to mCv into U1 minus T2, and the heat rejected by the gas equal to mCv into T1 minus T2. So during heating and expansion process, work is done by the gas, so it is positive. Internal energy is increases, it is positive. Heat is supplied to the gas, it is also positive. But during the cooling and compression process, work is done on the gas, so it is negative. Internal energy decreases, so it is also negative. Heat is rejected by the gas, it is also negative. Next, we are going to see one problem in constant pressure process. Values of specific heat at constant pressure and constant volume for an ideal gas are 0.984 kJ per kg Kelvin and 0.728 kJ per kg Kelvin. Find the values of characteristic gas constant R and ratio of specific heat gamma for the gas. 1 kg of this gas is heated at constant pressure from 25 degrees Celsius to 200 degrees Celsius. Estimate the heat added, ideal work done, and change in internal energy. Also calculate the pressure and volume. The initial volume is 2 meter cube. After understanding the problem, write the data one by one. Cp is equal to Cv is equal to M is 1 kg because it is mentioned here 1 kg of this gas. T1 equal to 25 degrees Celsius or it is 298 Kelvin. T2 is equal to 200 degrees Celsius or 273 Kelvin. 473 Kelvin. Volume is V1, it is 2 meter cube. First, we are going to find characteristic gas constant. We know the relation R equal to Cp minus Cv. Substitute values, we will get 0.256 kJ per kg Kelvin for R. And for gamma, using this expression Cp by Cv, we will get 1.25 heat added. Q1 to T is equal to mCp into T2 minus T1. In this, substitute all the values is 172.2 kJ. Only work done. Work done is nothing but P in T2 minus E1 or M in MR into T2 minus T1. Substitute all the values, you will get 44.8 kJ for the work done. Next is change in internal energy. U2 minus U1 equal to mCv into T2 minus E1. Substitute all the values, you will get 127.4 kJ. Pressure and final volume of the gas. The initial volume is V1 equal to 2 meter cube. So P1 is equal to P2 because it is a constant pressure process. P2 is the final volume. So using this equation, you will get V1 by T1 equal to V2 by T2. So V2 is equal to V1 T2 by T1. Substitute values, you will get 3.17 meter cube per final volume of the gas. To find the pressure, use this central gas equation. P1 V1 equal to MR T1. P1 is equal to MR T1 by V1. Substitute values, you will get 38140 Newton per meter square. In this substitution, you have to substitute the R value in joule per kg Kelvin, not in kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So this Newton per meter square can be converted into bar. It is 0.384 bar because 1 bar equal to 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. Next is hyperbolic process. It is a process in which gas is heated or expanded in such that pressure and volume, product of pressure and volume is constant. It's called hyperbolic process because the shape of the curve is a rectangular hyperbola. It is a theoretical case, but its main application is isothermal process, which will be discussed below. It's a constant temperature process, isothermal process. During this process, the temperature remains constant, so it is called as isothermal process. And the working substance remains in a perfect thermal contact with its surroundings. The heat sucked in or squeezed out is compensated exactly for the work done by the gas or on the gas respectively. To maintain the temperature constant, the work done is compensated during the squeezed in or squeezed out process. For an isothermal process, no change in temperature, no change in internal energy, no change in enthalpy. Now we are going to derive the equations for constant temperature process. Here PV plot, PT plot. This curve is a isothermal expansion curve. PV equal to constant. At point 1, P1 is the pressure, V1 is the volume. At point 2, P2 is the pressure, V2 is the volume. Similarly here, the pressure temperature plot, it is a vertical line because temperature remains constant. First PV relation, take this term in that T1 equal to T2, P1 equal to P2V2 or PV equal to constant. It is covered by Boyle's law. Work done by the gas. Integrate this term between 1 and 2. We are going to derive the equation for W1 to 2. So here, for this isothermal process, PV equal to constant. So we can write this term PV equal to P1V1, or from that we can get what is PV. P1V1 by V. Substitute this P in this equation 2. We will get P1 even outside because it is constant. Integrate V1 to V2 dV by V. So integrating this, you will get P1 E1 into log V V1 V2. So P1 E1 log V2 by V1. So in corresponding logarithmic to the base, you can write 2.3 P1 E1 log V2 by V1, or it is V2 by V1 is written as R. R is the expansion ratio, final volume by initial volume. You can write this equation also. Instead of P1 E1, you can write MRT because the general gas equation gives P1 E1 equal to MRT. So W12 is also equal to 2.3 M or MRT log R. If we don't know the values of volume, we can use this. If you don't, this can be written like this. Similarly, in terms of pressure, W12 is equal to 2.3 P1 even log P2 by P1, because from this equation, P2 by V1 equal to P1 by P2. So here, this is the work done equation in terms of volume. This is the work done equation in terms of pressure ratio. So expansion ratio is equal to volume at the end of expansion by volume at the beginning of expansion. It is V2 by V1. Compression ratio is volume at the beginning of compression and divided by volume at the end of compression. It is V1 by V2. So always expansion ratio or compression ratio, the numerator will be maximum, the denominator will be minimum. Next is change in internal energy, U2 minus U1 equal to mCV T2 minus T1. Since this temperature difference is 0, we will get 0 for change in internal energy. Heat supplied or heat transfer. So heat applied Q1 is equal to du plus W12. Since du is 0, it is equal to W12. So heat supplied to the gas is equal to work done by the gas in a constant temperature process. The change in enthalpy. So change in enthalpy, H2 minus H1 equal to mCp into T2 minus T1. It is same for all the processes. Here also temperature remains same, so it is 0. Change in enthalpy is 0, or H1 will be equal to H2. Next we are going to see a problem. The quantity of air has a volume of 0.4 meter cube, the pressure of 5 bar, and a temperature of 80 degrees Celsius. It is expanded in a cylinder at a constant temperature to a pressure of 1 bar. Determine the amount of work done by air during expansion. Write the data, all the data one by one. Volume 0.4 meter cube. P1 is 5 bar, it is 0.5 into 10 per meter square. T is the temperature, 80 degrees Celsius. P2 is the pressure, final pressure, 1 bar or 0.1 into 10 per meter square. So we are going to find what is work done during this heating and expansion process of the air. So we can use this equation 2.3 P1 E1 log R. So in this R, we have to find R. To find R, we know the equation V2 by V1. So in this, P1 is given, V2 is to be found. From this equation, we can find P2. Because all these terms are given, V2 is equal to P1 E1 by P2. This found as 2 meter cube. Substitute pressure in Newton per meter square. Because Newton per meter square is the SI unit of pressure, not bar. So R is equal to 5. Substitute R here, we will get 321.540 joule or 321.54 kilojoule. So we have seen the constant pressure process, hyperbolic process, constant temperature process, and a small problem in constant temperature process.